I uh I what I, what I am here to articulate is I am cringe. Cringe. I am lonely. Been a while since I was in front of you guys without a script. Been even longer since I broke out the emo lighting, so that's always fun. It's been a weird little time here. It always at the same time feels like there is so much to do and yet that I have nothing to do. Because at every moment I feel like I both have no idea what I'm trying to do and no idea what I should be striving for, and at the same time whipping myself for not doing more. What is it I should be doing? Well, I guess it's just part of my failure for not knowing, right? You go through the day-to-day and you tell yourself there's something out there. The wife and the kids and that classic old Americana, all the stuff you see in the old cartoons. Just recently I saw all these response videos to these men going to self-help camps to give them financial freedom, where they get yelled at by some bald douchebag for thousands of dollars. And everyone just makes fun of these guys, and I'm just sitting there thinking, this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. This is people just desperate to feel something. In a world that constantly tells you, oh, you're as lonely and sad as everyone else is in this world, I'm scared to just be able to admit that I'm dealing with the same shit that everyone else is. The loneliness, the isolation, lack of community. And yet I feel like when I try to actually express that, when I try to say that I want something more than this, I'm greeted with a response along the lines of, well, you have a Y chromosome. Did you not know that you run the world? Apparently. Barely afford my rent, but apparently I'm taking advantage of someone, or my ancestors did. I don't fucking know. Look, I don't know you, man. I don't know who you are, but I get it. If you've gone through life hearing people tell you that your Y chromosome somehow invalidates you, invalidates what you've been through, I hope you know that I see you. I understand. There are a lot of people who understand. And the really sad part about all this is that on the other side of this, women are going through the exact same thing. That's the really ironic part. Going through exactly the same thing, the crippling loneliness, the inability to dig yourself out of this financial hole that we were born into, because it wasn't you. The previous generation wasn't any better with money than we were. They weren't. They absolutely weren't. Stuff was cheaper. Transportation was cheaper. Rent was cheaper. Rent control was a thing that could actually exist. But we internalized that. We're told to internalize that, to say it's failure on our part. That credit card companies are allowed to dig people into holes they could never possibly dig themselves out of. That every third place in America where you might meet a partner has been bulldozed for another fucking parking lot. That the only sense of community you have in your life is that rectangle in your pocket that provides you with unlimited bread and circuses. That's just what the world is right now. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you're like this, that this is like this, the world is like this. You didn't cause this. Yet at the same time bombarded with messages saying you need to be prepared for something, some event. You're inadequate, and at the same time you need to go out and train and be ready to fight for something. For, what if something happens? What if someone comes after your family? They're saying, what if someone comes after your friends? They're saying, what if someone attacks your wife? You don't have a wife, but, you gotta be prepared for that. That's what the world always tells us, that we have to be prepared for something. We have to be ready to go out and fight. It's not a world worth taking part in. What, this meaningless streams of content? The alcoholism, the drugs, all the meaninglessness of it all. Society's determination to give you everything you don't need in bulk and everything you do need off on the other end of some theoretical horizon. Senses of community, of passion, genuine connection with someone. That, it's your failing for not having that. But cheap food, expensive cars packed with fake leather, nice air-conditioned comfort, faux hardwood floors and studio apartments. It's all just slapped together. All of it. And that's the world we have now. That's the world we've been given. That's the world that's That's the world that turns around and tells us that we failed for not having a family by now, for not being financially independent by now, for not having accomplished more, for not having more kids. That's the world that tells us all that stuff. The world that constantly bombards you with messages online telling you to just take out one more credit card, just spend one more dollar. The world where you can't go outside to do anything. The only thing to do if you go outside is shop. Go buy things. That's all the American economy is, just an economy. It's not people. It's not goods and services, things people need. It's just some faceless machine designed to extract as much meaningless fiat currency out of your pockets as it can to make a line go up somewhere. That's all it is, this world we have. I found myself just struggling to get anything done the last couple of days, to do laundry or get out of bed even. I just need something. I just need an idea. I need anything. I'm struggling to even know why I'm here. All I want is just for someone to be able to say, you know, I was here. That one of those 8 billion Homo sapien classified apes running around on this planet simultaneously. One of those 8 billion, that was Rich. That was that guy. I knew him. I want to know if I die in here, someone might one day come looking. And even that somehow the world tells me is like a stretch, like I'm asking too much. God, I spent the last couple of videos trying to specifically put solutions at the end of every one, but I don't have one here. All I can do is take my little corner of the internet and apply some semblance of art and expression, philosophy, and something. Just something in my little corner of the internet. I believe one thing holds it all together. Everything I've ever done was with excitement, because I wanted to do it, because I loved doing it. Watchers know it's not the first time I've read Ray Bradbury on the channel. So I guess that's the thesis here. That's to wake up every day and do what you love, let what follows follow. And at the end of however many strings of 24 hours you get, look back and say that you loved each and every one. And that's all that I want to do. Managed to fit some good advice here at the end. I loved doing it.